Hello Aquarius. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been in the past. It could also be a current relationship. For others of you, this could be a situationship or someone that you've met. And you know there's a whole lot of energy there, but no one's really speaking up. Sensual energy. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. Wow. There's so much. So much is going on. All right. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that are a little bit on the dark and dreary side. These cards indicate what your person of interest is feeling, but it could be something that you are going through as well. We have here, first card's the strongest, fear, followed by order and chaos. Sensuality, beliefs, mothering, doubt, power, justice, and under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have abundance. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Aquarius, the connection that I have with you at this point, it scares me. I have grown paranoid over time. Anxiety has kicked in. And I'm very nervous about us, about who we are, about what we have become. But a part of me also no longer feels as confident as I once did. That brave soul that you saw, the one that knew it all, that's gone. That's not who I am anymore. Now I have a lack of self-esteem. I have so many insecurities. I am nervous. And I don't know what to do about it. I don't know how to fix it. All I know is that when I think of you, I feel on edge. I feel nervous. I feel afraid. There's a part of me that really wants to make a decision, that really wants to move on, but I can't. I fear that I'm unable to. I feel paralyzed because everything around me is confusing me. I don't understand certain things in this connection, and I wish I could. Maybe it's just me. The capacity of what I know. The feelings that I have are of simple confusion. I just don't know. I don't understand this connection. I don't understand myself and where this is headed. There's a lack of clarity. And I'm simply confused. I know that you are someone who has so much to give. I have seen you as someone who is very sensual, very sexy, And I can't stop thinking about you in this way. I know I have treated you differently. I never really treated you right. I also know that in this connection, there's a part of me that feels strongly towards you. An attraction where I feel you and I were somehow meant to be together. And you trigger a response in me. And even though I know you may not have wanted me to treat you like this, there's a part of me that just couldn't help it. I think of your physical body a lot. And I know it's against your beliefs. Certain things that I have said and done, they are so different from what your beliefs are, from what you see as every day. You see long-term and I see short-term. You see commitment and I don't see that. But it's because of the way I think. It's what I believe. It's the things that I know and the things that I don't know that make me who I am and the way I think. I know there are a lot of differences between you and we do not see eye to eye. We are not on the same page. And it's these differences that push us apart. In you, I have seen, and I still admire, that nurturing quality that you have, the loving, caring, protecting, unconditional love that just radiates from you. How can I be so close to somebody who is so sweet? This is why I have doubts. Doubts whether or not this connection might even work out. I don't know. Will it? Can it? I'm not sure. I also feel that in this connection, that there are many things that I have done to hurt you. And I've realized this now. This is why I have doubts. I have doubts whether or not I should even move forward, whether or not this is even going to work out, especially after I did what I did and the way I've treated you. I also feel that in this connection there is power. But this power doesn't come from me. I feel powerless, and you are the one who has power over me. You make me emotionally vulnerable and weak in the knees. You are this individual who provides me with love. Sometimes I feel very lustful, but you are very tempting. And it's very hard for me not to resist. You have charm, charisma, talents. Your personality and your character is very alluring. So many things I have learned from you and learned about you. And all I want to do now is just make things right. I want to make things right. Because things were not right before. There was an unequal give and take. All I was doing was just taking, and you were just giving. And that's not fair. That's not right. For now, stability, settling down, assets, moving into a connection, but also into an actual place together. Certain things regarding abundance, materialistic pleasures have been on my mind. I don't know what it is that I can do to make you happy. But I do feel that I would like to try. I would like to know what it would be like to be a power couple, you and I, together. But a part of me feels scared, taking that leap of faith and taking that jump, because that involves all of me. And right now, the way I see it, I have been quite selfish. It has always just been about me and the way I feel, the way I think, the way I view things. But moving forward, I'm kind of stuck now, because I don't know if what I'm doing is right. I have a feeling that what I'm doing and what I have done is wrong. I have not seen things from your perspective, and that is something that I should have done a long time ago. All right, Aquarius. Quite interesting. You have here quite a set of cards, and each one has a very distinct meaning. I'm seeing your person of interest here is very guarded. They're feeling unworthy and even worthless because all they think about here is the physical, and they know that what they've done is hurt you in a way where it's actually affected the core of your being. And they know how intense this was. That's why also they fear. It's almost like they know they've gotten in trouble. They could completely ignore you, but you are in this person's energy right now. And they are thinking about you. Now, for some of you, you may say, I don't know who this person is. This reading might not resonate for you. This is for those of you who have had someone in your life. First person that comes to your mind. This person usually is somebody that you currently know or somebody from the past. And if they have shown up here, there must be a reason. All right. I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. Okay. Let's have a look. One card fell right out. Aquarius. Let's have a look. So you see, what's happening here is you're dealing with an individual who has gone through a lot, and this person doesn't trust. That's why they don't give their heart up. This means something has happened to them in the past and they have experienced this before. This particular deck and the spread, I read this in the reverse. And this is information that I'd like to have a look at, something that happened in the past. So something happened in this connection in the past. What was it? What caused the issue in the first place? Things were going great, but then all of a sudden everything just kind of went downhill. The first set of cards, for those of you who are new, that is the current status of your person of interest. Here, this is a little bit in the past. Something that may have caused the issue. Things were going great, but then all of a sudden, you never received the closure that you needed and that you deserved. This person may have just ghosted you over time. They may have faded over time, abandoned you. This person may have just decreased the communication. It may have been a lot before, but now hardly anything. Let's have a look. The Queen of Arrows. And I will be reading this in the reverse. The Queen of Arrows talks about a lack of brilliance, a lack of honesty, and a lack of wisdom. Here it talks about this card also may symbolize loss or wounds. So the loss and wounds may be something that they experienced or something that they did to you. symbolizing loss or wounds despite good intentions. Sharp words that wound people and affect relationships. So sharp words. You guys could have been having arguments. It could have been cursing, swearing, but whatever it was, taunting, mocking, being sarcastic, that sort of stuff. It was not nice. They were just sharp words. And this usually comes when people are starting to get, really irritated with each other over time. But this was wounding an individual, and it started to affect the relationship. Here, it also talks about psychological or emotional manipulation. So what does this tell me? In this card, this is often used as, it's used in a way, the way I see it, it could either be you or it could be a person of interest. So this is what might have happened for some of you. Either you feel that this person was psychologically and emotionally manipulating you, or they felt that you were manipulating them. So it's either or. Either you were manipulating them or they were manipulating you. If I said that correctly. So there is psychological and emotional attached to this. Now the problem with this is that when we have this sort of a feeling, whether it's coming from you or it's coming from them, how is one supposed to have trust? How can you be in a relationship where there's manipulation? Some people don't know it, that they're being manipulated, but over time, people are able to tell. And sometimes you have outsiders noticing, and outsiders say it, and they tell you. And then when they do, we usually don't believe them. We have here the 5 of Arrows. This talks about struggle, distrust, and arguments. Now, this also talks about a disingenuous surrender, defeat because of indecisiveness, paranoia, and dishonesty. Holy smokes. You remember the first card, that was the fear card. I did use the word paranoia there. This person, for some reason, was paranoid. What are they paranoid about? Dishonesty. What I'm seeing from the meanings of this is that your person of interest here wanted to be in a connection with you. They started off great, but then something happened. Something triggered them. Either it was in this connection or it was external that affected this person. But they just could not trust anymore. Something happened. Whether it was in this connection or it's something that they've experienced in the past in a different connection that may have changed the way they view relationships. This person was constantly paranoid. They were nervous. And what was it about? Oh my goodness, if I commit, what's going to happen? If I move in with this person, what's going to happen? If I move to the next level, what's going to happen? Okay, what's going to happen? You're going to learn a lesson. You're going to learn a lesson. And that's your life. You can't take risks. Some people don't take risks, but sometimes you can't live life without taking any risks either. And sometimes it's worth it. We have here a situation where your person of interest was really scared of relationships, most likely because of what they had either experienced or what other people have told them. And anything that they had learned, because they were not wise. Remember, you had here a lack of wisdom in the reverse. So because they were not wise, that also means that they were making it up as it goes along and learning from other people's experiences and thinking that whatever that person was saying is correct. Why? Because this person wasn't wise. They can't think for themselves. So they would have been asking other people for advice, for help. And even sometimes if they weren't asking, if somebody else was to say something, they would keep it in their mind and they would think about it later on. Yeah, you're dealing with somebody here who has a lot of past issues. This could be emotional trauma. This could be psychological trauma. It could even be money problems too. Or maybe somebody has used this person in the past for money and they just feel that they can't do it anymore. Something here has to do with money. It was the overall arching theme, which is the abundance card. So there's definitely something going on where somebody also may be afraid of getting into a relationship with somebody because they will have to let go of their lifestyle, or they will have to change the way their budget is. That's also a scenario that's kind of popping up in my mind, the way this is going. But that's the way it usually is, right? Two people get together. They either get married or they move in, right? And you live together, you share the bills together. Bills is the abundance, that's the money. But something here happened where this person does not have that faith anymore. Now, I'll give you an example. I do know somebody who was in a relationship, they were married actually, and the divorce was so nasty that that individual, they dated, but they never ever moved in with that person. So they dated somebody new, and they have their own separate houses, but this person dare not move in with that other individual. It's just the way it is. It's like they're paranoid. They are paranoid that the same thing might happen. So there are people out there that become so traumatized, and divorce is quite traumatic for males as well, and females as well. Male simply because of the abundance card, because a lot has to change the lifestyle, and for females because it's very emotional as well. But I've seen that the same as males. Males just don't express it, but I've seen that in the feelings and emotions. So I do see here that your person of interest, they had that passion, but they're just afraid. They're so paranoid. Let me know what happened here. Either they have told you, or they never shared this with you. And a part of them, because you have the Justice card, a part of them wants to make it right. They know that things were wrong. Oh, yikes. They know things were wrong. They know what they did was wrong. And a part of them wants to make it right. But they just don't know how, because they're so darn nervous. All right, I have here the Beginner's Tarot. All right, let's have a look. Ooh. Absolute heartbreak. We could be seeing a third-party situation here. This could be a third party, where somebody is unable to give you the time, energy, and effort that you deserve. This could be third party meaning an affair, or it could be a third party where somebody is busy with career changes, taking care of a sick loved one, taking care of their kids. They've just recently gotten divorced and they don't want to stay away from their kids. So every weekend they're spending with their kids. There's something here that is not allowing someone to be with the other. This is not necessarily a negative thing, but it is something that's bothering this person. We have here, interesting, the Three of Pentacles. We also have the Three of Swords. So this, yes, could be a third party situation. Plus we have the Three of Swords and the restrictions card here, the Eight of Swords. So this does show me that there's something here that is not supposed to happen. It's kind of forbidden. It's, for some of you, it's not the most healthiest thing. With the Three of Pentacles, first card, I do see here some of you may have been working with somebody and this person has fallen in love with you. Could have been in the past, could be current. And if that's not the case, if you have not been working or associated to this person through someone else, this could also indicate that this person wants to simply manifest things with you, construct things with you, build a partnership with you, where they want to maybe even work on a project, and they are aware that there's other people involved, but they just want to focus on the both of you, and that's it. We have here Ace of Pentacles. Now, Ace, it's tangible, isn't it? That's an asset. That's something that is of substance. This person wants to do something in this connection where they take it to the next level, but on a very tangible, sort of way, where it could be moving in together, buying something together, assets, things like that. Because you had the Abundance card, this goes along with that, because here I see an offer being made in that sort of way, where this could have been a problem. Money might have been a problem in this connection, where somebody was not stable enough and they were paranoid. They just can't, even though they may desire you. But here I see an offer being made. Plus, we have here the Three of Swords. There is a lot of heartache and pain and grief that this person is going through, sharp pain in the heart because of the separation that exists between the both of you. They don't like it. Now, this is good, because this I see in the coming days. I do see them feeling that heartache, and that's good because that'll teach them that, you know what, I actually miss this person. And that's when they usually start to make a shift in their mind and their heart that this is what I want. But they don't know it until it actually starts hurting them, unfortunately. This person is hurting. And we also have here the sense of missing. They're missing you. We also have here the Eight of Swords. So with the Eight of Swords card, it does show me your person of interest is stuck. They want to have freedom, but they are not able to do what it is that they want. They can't see anything. They're forced to not see, so they're blindfolded. They can't hear anything. Their arms, legs, hands, feet are tied, so they can't move. They are caged. They're surrounded by swords, so they can't leave to go anywhere. And far into the distance, someone's watching them like a hawk. So it seems as if they're extremely restricted. There are many boundaries around them that they cannot go beyond. They are stuck and restricted, constraints, that sort of thing. And usually this is because of another individual, another organization, another institution that has rule or domination over your person of interest. We also have here the Two of Swords. They've almost kind of given up, but they've had enough. They feel that enough is enough, and I need a sense of truce. I need some peace in my life. I don't want to see anything. I don't want to hear anything anymore. I'm crossing my heart with these swords. I don't want anything even coming towards my heart. This is just them being in denial too, but trying to avoid it. You can't avoid the inevitable, though. It's just something that they want to do. It's because it's hurting them so much. They do feel restricted in some sort of way. Something is holding them back. Either it is finances or it is people. People meaning an individual, family, friends, or an organization. We also have here the Star. This is the overall arching theme. Beautiful. So this does talk about how there is this faith that your person of interest has that someday, some way, we will meet again. Here we have the jug, there's a pond, and there's another jug, and there's a stream. This person is the stream, you are the pond. The stream is going to flow and find its way to the pond. Eventually, that is the hope, but that is also the belief. But this is what's going to happen, that we are destined to be together. Otherwise, why did we even meet? We also have here a sense of admiration. They have admiration towards you. And they feel that you are very talented, whether this is in your craft, the type of work you do, in your hobby. You are proficient and you're perfect at something. And this person just simply admires you for that. They really do have a lot of admiration for you. They have a lot of respect for you. This is also something that may intimidate them. The fear card also talks about intimidation too. Fearing and being nervous around you because you're so amazing. Your person of interest here definitely is restricted. Something's holding them back and something's breaking their heart. They want to make an offer and they want to start something with you. All right. I have here Archangel Answer cards. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right, so these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. We have the first card, the strongest. We have no, with an exclamation mark. Okay. So we have here no, followed by ask your angels. After that, we have no need to worry, followed by yes. It's up to you. So you do have a choice here. This is one of those readings. Because it is so complicated, Aquarius, some of you might decide and you may wish to be moving on from this person. And that's okay. Don't worry about it. It is perfectly okay. Look at this. You do have a peekaboo card. Why is it okay? Because there's something better. Or there's someone better. All right. We have here no. It's important for you to keep your heart and your mind open to receiving messages from the angels, from God, from your spirit guides. It's important for you to be accepting. Now, you do not say it out loud, okay? You don't say, if there's anybody out there, give me a sign. Because most likely you're just going to get a demon or a spirit or a jinn just doing something and you're going to think that that's your ancestor. So let's not do that. Don't say it out loud. But here in your heart of hearts, right, you do a prayer. Here with these cards, the way I do it is in my heart, I do pray to Jesus. And I tell Jesus about all my problems. And from there, I get to the holy white light of God. From there, I also ask if I can get some help. I call upon Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to guide me and to protect me throughout the situation. And when I do this within a split second, I am in that energy. But you have to have the faith for it, right? Now, we do not worship the angels. They themselves feel very awkward, but we do give them the highest level of respect. They are here to help us. And that's the way it works. That's the way this administration works. It's like a hierarchical structure, right? You have the managers, then you have the employees. But you also have to give permission to the angels. And you have to ask for permission from who we call God. And God is a being who prefers being in the alpha state, even though it does have the feminine as well. Now, beyond that, I do see here that they are saying there is no need to worry. Why? Because at some point in time, you are going to be receiving the answers that you need because you have asked the angels. There is no need to worry. Yes, it is up to you. Some of you will decide to move on, and some of you will decide to stick around and see how it works out. We do have a choice here. So for those of you that wish to stay in this connection, this message is for you. It is up to you. It is important for you, however, to wait, because a lot of things you have gone through, and now it has turned you into somebody who's been there, done that. You are ready, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, to tackle the situation. There's something better than the situation that you were in earlier. Meaning, Aquarius, things are going to get better. They're going to change. The overall arching theme, we have peaceful resolution. So this is excellent because this does mean that eventually you will be able to find a peaceful resolution in this connection. We also have, for those of you that wish to kind of move on from this connection and you feel it's just not headed anywhere, it is up to you. Again, wait, because you have gone through a lot, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. You will be ready. Why? Because at some point in time, there's somebody that's going to be better than this person, and they are going to enter your life. This card, usually there's something better, either talks about a person or the situation. That's what I've noticed with this card. And we also have here, again, peaceful resolution. So things are things are going to work out for you, and it's a win-win situation here. With the card, yes, we do have the sun and the moon, and we have a dove on the top there. It is an equal give and take, equal balance. Remember, you did have the Justice card before, right? But also a peaceful resolution because of the dove. Aquarius, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. For those of you who are interested in love readings, yes, I do have, I believe, some spots still for love readings. They do fill up fast. And during the month, I have a limited amount that I'm able to do because many of you know this is not my only job. I have a day job. So please, as soon as you can, that's all I can suggest, because then it gets filled up. I also have past life readings that I do. Not all of the readings I do are from the past, though. Sometimes it could be something that's scheduled that's far into the future. So do have a look at the description before you place an order. But those sort of readings do take me a longer time, and they are very in-depth and detailed. And it will show you what happened in the spiritual realm, or the way you guys were at some point in time, or how you're going to be, the history of the both of you, and how that affects you now. That sometimes brings some clarity if it's a very chaotic and very terrible situation where you just feel obsessed and you can't let go of that person. That's when you have that sort of spiritual connection and it's just too strong. The bond is just beyond belief and it's life-changing. I know how you guys feel, and I even have videos on that on my other channel, and I'll just talk about that in a minute. I also have a chakra checkup package that is removing negative energies. So please do have a look at that as well. And I do have some packages on removing negative energies in various ways. There's one on Into the Light, and you can read about that one. There is one called Holy Light Package, and I also have some family generational curses, how to get rid of that. So those are the self-help guides. It does not come with a reading, but they're pretty straightforward, very easy, and a lot of people do tend to use it, and they do see and they find good results from that. So I also wanted to mention I have another channel, Asnointia Audio. The link is below. And there you can find some videos, educational videos on relationship-related advice, past life and spiritual connections, and negative energies. What and who are negative energies? How to recognize and remove. Now, when I said that particular package, the Chakra Checkup package, that is a negative energy removal package. Okay, it's very different from what a typical yogi would do. I have the ability of having a look remotely in your home, around your aura, and inside of your body to see what negative energies you have, how many you have, and I tell you how to get rid of them. That's what I call the Chakra Checkup package. So please do have a look if any of you feel that there's negative energies around, somebody has sent you negative energies, or if you just feel that it's an evil eye, black magic, voodoo, curses, hexes. It covers everything. Shadow men, sleep paralysis, all that kind of creepy stuff. It will help you. It will help you regain your own balance, reboot your own self, your higher intuitive self, and you, the mind, body, and the spirit. And it will also help get rid of that negativity that's in your home, or even that's hovering around you, or even the ones that are inside of your chakra centers that have settled in there. So have a look at that one. And that is something that I do enjoy doing because I do want people to be free of negative energies, because they do bring us down. Whatever's written in your book of life, whatever's owed to you karmically, will come to you eventually. All right. Let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. Please keep in mind it is a general love reading. It was very specific, actually, this one. Very unique. So please let me know if it has resonated with any of you, any of your stories. Please feel free to share. I do read the stories. And also, like, share, and subscribe if you can. I would love if you could. A while ago, the channel, people couldn't find me anymore. But the more people know about me, the more I'll be able to heal them and help them get rid of these negative energies too, that may be just bringing them down. All right, guys. You all take care. Stay safe. I'll see you guys again. Bye now.